The question of the day is, why are you so obsessed with Target? Or really, why are we all so obsessed with Target as a collective society? Hi guys, it's Astrid. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at why Target is so stinking addictive. I'm so excited to just sit down and chat with you guys about some thoughts I've had about Target because my husband has taken our baby for a walk, and this is the first time that you are seeing me really record, I guess, pretty much like commentary style since I had my baby. So I no longer have a bump. I mean, I still have a bump, but I no longer have a baby bump. And hopefully that means that it is easier for me to actually speak on camera. Now, if anyone is watching this and is not an American, this is going to sound really silly because Target is only in the United States. They have around 2,000 stores here in the US and have been operational since 1962. So how on earth is a brand that's been around for over 60 years so trendy in 2026? Personally, I would like to point to the TikTok phenomenon because it seems like such a staple of like a lifestyle content creator to go to Target and to film their hauls.
Come to Target with me.
Feel like the TikTokification of Target has kept them really relevant in the public eye as of late and keeps them on the cutting edge 60 years later.
This is perfect for that space in my house that has nothing. I need this. Okay, I need this.
How much is it?
35. Not bad. This. I don't know, but I need it.
But why is Target where all the influencers are going in the first place? I think personally, it's because Target does a really good job at what they do. I feel qualified to speak on this mostly because my mother used to work for Target many years ago. Like 20 plus years ago. No, but seriously, I walked into Target the other day and I was reminded, because I don't go there that frequently, I was there for a very specific reason. I was on the hunt for 3 more of these cube shelves that they have there that are really well priced because my husband and I are obsessed with organizing with cube organizers. And I felt myself getting sucked in to their marketing. And maybe it stood out to me more because I'm someone who tends to shop at places like Aldi, Sam's, and Walmart. But the displays are just chef's kiss. Something about the lighting feels warmer. The employees feel like they have a desire to be there, maybe just a smidge more than some other like major retail stores. So I am now convinced that Target is not just a store. It's like a way of life for some people. And I feel like I'm kind of outside looking in, asking the question, why is it the place to be? The first reason I think they get you is because you run in there for one thing, and there's something about the way that they are selling you things with affordability that ends up making you spend $80 before you walk out the door again. I was there to spend a lot of money already because, well, cube organizers are a piece of furniture, okay? I was getting 3 of them. And I was also there for very specific makeup products that I had already picked out. But my goodness, did I feel myself getting pulled in to the wide, welcoming aisles with their kind of more clean aesthetic and well-stocked shelves. And I feel like Target also gets a lot of like the latest releases for some reason. Does anybody else feel that way? Does anybody feel like Target is where you see these like newer companies wanting to launch before they hit like Walmart? Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's like Target is the upscale place to launch and then maybe Walmart is slightly less desirable. And I guess my brain is thinking particularly influencer type brands, but even like Target is walking hand in hand with Ulta. They have CVS's inside them, and also they have Starbucks inside them. Now, I don't know if anybody remembers this. Before it was Starbucks, there was a food court there, and I think it was like hot dogs and pizza and ices in particular. Pretty much the food court at Sam's now was the food court / like little food area when you go into Target, and it was an experience. I remember as a kid being excited to go to Target because they had ices. And now Target is even more the it girl because they have partnered with Starbucks and they get you coming in that door. They've done something with their carts that feel elevated. My favorite thing is that they have the cup holders and they also have that little bar right there, like I guess for your wallet, your phone. they've outdone themselves with those carts. They feel cozier, and they've designed it so that their store feels like an experience. You walk in, you pick up your Starbies, you put it in your cart, and you go on your merry way. And you end up finding things like home decor that you didn't know you needed because they've got cute little end caps. You end up checking out the latest elf drop because they look so desirable on their shelves. Or you end up with a body mist that you didn't think that you needed. Maybe you end up picking up a new kind of ice cream to try. That happened to me more recently. I think like the last time I went to Target, not this past time. Like I ended up trying some sort of food, and then my husband and I also ended up picking out like these new like energy drinks and stuff because they just have like cool fun things that lure you in. Really plugged in with the trend cycles. They are rolling out the seasonal decor like that. And again, it's not just the seasonal decor, also things like food products that can go with the season. It seems like Target's success partly lies in their ability to like curate what they are stocking on their shelves, and they're trying to keep things more affordable than some specialty stores. So they might not be as broad as say Walmart because like they have specific types of products, but they're not as highly priced as another store that might have very specific specialty items. Target is collaborating with people like Heart in Hand with Magnolia, Opal House, Victoria Beckham. They're giving that elevated bit of luxury at a more affordable price point. There was a survey done back in 2022 which led to the finding that people find Target to be an Instagrammable store. And I would say it's an extremely TikTokable store, but Instagram Reels / TikToks, they're kind of the same thing in my head. I know they're totally different platforms, but even YouTube Shorts, people are posting their hauls because the layout is nice and it fits the influencer desirable aesthetic. Versus if you're going to somewhere like Walmart, which again, I'm not being a hater. I love Walmart. I love Sam's. I love Aldi. Those are my stores. Like that's like, they get the majority of my money, them and Amazon. However, I'm not like a lifestyle type creator. I'm not looking to make my life look perfectly aesthetic. However, if I was looking to make my life look more aesthetic, I probably would want my backdrop, my home, my car, my gym, and the stores I shop at to all be aesthetic because lifestyle content creators are trying to make their life more marketable, more desirable, because the more desirable, allegedly I'll say, the more desirable that life is, the more people want to follow it because there's something about it that's just like you, that captures your attention. Even if I could, would I go back where we started? I know you're still waiting. Something else that is really popular is even the term a Target run, or people will say they're going to Target. A Target run is different than popping into Walmart. For some reason, it has this essence to it where it's a leisurely stroll where you probably leave with more than you intended to go in for. And the phenomenon is so common. We see this as like a meme online where people are like, I went to Target for one thing and left with a whole cart full. I left with way more than I intended to buy. They sucked me in, hee hee ha ha. And as someone who's against the whole overconsumption thing, I feel like this is a delicate line to walk. I'm against impulse shopping as much as humanly possible. I'm human. I also impulse shop sometimes. Okay, hello. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. But I think we need to exercise our brain. And the reason I wanted to talk about Target is because Target works really hard to try to get you to not exercise your brain and to not think about those purchases because they just want it to be seamless. They want it to be a seamless little trip from you pull up in your car, like I said, you get your Starbucks in your cart and you're just kind of gliding. You're floating through the aisles. You're grabbing things off the shelf that you had no intention of grabbing. And then you're gliding in to go check out, and all of a sudden you pay with your tap of a card. Then you get home, and if you actually start thinking all of a sudden, and as people say, sometimes they go shopping and they blacked out and they did some damage, you might be like, how did I end up spending so much at Target? I went in there for paper towels and hand soap, and I ended up coming out with $200 worth of, sometimes, dare I say, junk. They have a strong brand identity. They have a loyal customer base, and this is what is so huge for them as a company. That's what's so brilliant. If you can convince people, which I think they have, that your store is like the it store if you're trying to be a lifestyle influencer, which so many people want to be content creators in 2026. So many people have been wanting to for years. But I mean, I want to say it's like more and more constantly that people want, especially the lifestyle content creators. Who doesn't want to make money making silly little videos about your life and get paid for it and get to do brand deals and all that stuff? And trust me, again, I'm not being a hater. Here I am on YouTube. I have less than 500 subscribers as of the time that I'm filming this. So let me just pause and plead with you. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm taking time away from my husband and baby to make content for you guys. So if you guys like the content, please stick around, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love for you to be a part of my little tight-knit community here on YouTube. Another random side note, I'm also on TikTok now, posting mom content over there. So if you would like mom content, check out my TikTok. And then we're going to keep the de-influencing stuff here. I also have a mom YouTube channel that's linked here on the channel on my main page. Anyway, sorry, shameless plug. Mwah. Thank you in advance for subscribing. Okay, let's get back into it. According to a 2022 brand loyalty survey by Morning Consult, Target ranks as one of the top 5 most trusted brands among Americans, with a particularly strong following among millennials and Gen Z. This loyalty is fueled by Target's dedication to consistency, ease of shopping, and product quality, all things that reinforce its strong reputation. Target is also not afraid to adapt with the times. Seems like they were pretty quick to jump on the whole, self-checkout thing, but also I remember back in COVID, they were one of the people who jumped on the whole pickup order trend. You stay in your car, you place your order, they wheel it out. This is another way that they're catering to your convenience, to your ease. All you have to do is place the order, pull up. You don't even have to go into the store, which, depending on who you are, might save you money. I know that this happens for me when I go grocery shopping. I did this today, you guys. I walked into Walmart to get like $35, $40 worth of things, and I spent like $130. One thing was a gift. Something else was soap. I was getting chicken. I was getting some canned goods, cheese. We were out of cheese, yogurt, things that I needed to kind of buy, but I definitely was like seeing things like I wanted to try the Fairlife milk for the first time. I got some instant espresso that's decaf. I have had no espresso today. I was meaning to have a latte in my hand right now. Why don't I have a latte in my hand right now? I guess because I'm pressed for time, so I need to be filming, not making a latte. But anyways, the convenience factor that Target is offering with this curbside pickup is a crucial factor, especially for busy families. If you're a busy mom, you've got a busy schedule, maybe you're driving your kids here, there, and everywhere, and you only have time for a quick pickup order. Target has got your back. In 2021, Target reported a 60% growth in same-day delivery and pickup services, showing that Americans are really appreciating that effort they're putting in to make shopping as easy as possible. I don't want this video to go too long, so I want to circle back to what I think is the most crucial piece to Target, at least for me. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, but in my world, as a part of Gen Z and as a part of someone who is heavily engaged on social media, sometimes maybe too engaged, the social media and community engagement, which is the result of all their hard work to make it, keep prices decently affordable, keep things easy on the eyes, make the shopping experience smooth, because they've focused on this and like getting people in a chokehold that this is where they want to go. Social media is like a branch off from that, and that is continuing to keep them in the public eye. Social media has played a significant role in Target's popularity. The hashtag Target run on Instagram and TikTok alone have garnered millions of posts and views. Creating a community of Target enthusiasts who share their hauls, favorite products, and in-store experiences, from holiday decorations to seasonal fashion, Target has a knack for going viral, especially as content creators use the store's products for shop with me and unboxing videos that spark further interest. Also, I think that this is totally a thing on YouTube as well. It's just, I'm thinking like short form content, I guess, with reels, stories, things like that. But people definitely do come shop with me like at Target videos here on YouTube. And if I can just be honest with you, as I have worked on growing my channel, it is so tempting. And it feels like people blow up from these types of videos, right? The just putting on display over consumption. And I think because it itches something in our brains when we're maybe not even trying to be the one who's being irresponsible about spending money, we like for some reason to watch other people spend money. I don't know, it seems that way, at least like millennials and Gen Z in particular, getting into Gen Alpha now. We like to see other people what they're buying. I like to see what other people are buying. I'm nosy. That's why sometimes I will post a haul. I'm not beyond posting a haul. Hello. I posted one on TikTok the other day of some clearance finds I had at Walmart. But I feel like I have seen it's harder to go against the grain, not to like, woe is me here about like being anti-consumption, but it feels like it's easier. I've seen girls come onto YouTube. Literally, it seemed like they blow up overnight. They post a couple of videos. They post one Target haul, like shop with me Target vlog, and they get 20,000 views and boom, their channel is monetized. I've seen it multiple times. And I have thought about like, is it worth it? Like, is that the business I should be in? And the answer is no, because that would be unauthentic to who I am as a person, to be going and just blowing a ton of money on self-care products at Target. But it is crazy to see how algorithms seem to favor these hauls in particular to me. And that's just in the spirit of transparency. If you guys ever see me posting a Target haul, well, first of all, if it's ludicrous and I'm like, spend $1,000 with me at Target, call me out in the comments, and also maybe see if I'm okay, because I'm probably not okay. Or second of all, if I'm posting a Target haul, it's going to be a realistic one. And by the way, I literally filmed one when I went into Target the other day to get my shelves. I posted a little mini like shop with me, and it is for specifically the makeup I went in there for and for the shelves. So I'm not saying that a haul is bad at all. I think that it's content. People are curious to see it. If there's views, there's obviously demand. Social media, people talk about the algorithms, but the algorithm is really just supply and demand of what people want to see. And if people are wanting to see hauls, then obviously there is a reason and there is incentive for people to make that content.
I feel like Target does this like psychological thing where you only come in here for maybe like one thing and you leave for many things that you might just not need. Like it's just stuff and it always adds up. Like I always walk in here and spend $100 when like I'm just coming here to get body wash.
I have a problem with it personally, because if we're doing unnecessary overconsumption, it's bad for the planet and it's bad for your wallet and it's bad for all of us. I think in society in general, because it perpetuates that other people are behind if they're not living that same way. So what am I trying to say with this video? Target's fun. Target's cute. Target is chic. I still shop at Target on occasion. You know, I think that the best plan of action for me to not overspend at Target is to limit my visits there, because they are so like, let me give them their flowers, because they're good at what they are doing, like as a business model. I know people have canceled Target. Maybe I'll get comments on this. Maybe people won't watch this far and they'll end up leaving me comments about boycotting Target and things like that. I know people have different political views about canceling Target. I'm not getting into it. I'm just going to say I think that Target is killing the game as a business, and you gotta respect the hustle. But when I shop there, because I know their game, I'm gonna go in there with a plan, because I'm trying to live within my means. Living within your means is about living an intentional life, not a restricted life. You should not feel caged. You should feel like you are working towards something that is better than spending all of your money on useless knickknacks just because you thought they were cute for 2 seconds. If you've ever gone into Target for one thing and left with a cart full, apparently you're not alone. We are not alone. And if you guys are willing to help a small creator out, comment down below. What is your kryptonite at Target? Maybe comment a Target emoji down in the comments to let me know that you made it this far. Again, maybe subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I appreciate you so much. Mwah! Bye.